Going. We're filming.
We're filming.
Okay. Hate to have a good conversation and then you didn't press record,
I've
right?
done it
So horrible.
so many times.
It's the worst feeling in the world. Did you want to do an impression of me? I thought you said you wanted to start the video out.
How do I do an impression? What do I do?
Well, definitely an American accent for one.
Okay.
But you said you watch a lot of my videos. So
Okay.
like, what do
All
I
right.
sound like?
You're like, what's up, sexy social? How are you? That's what she does. She does that. That's what you do.
No, it's not.
Sexy social Tuesday or whatever the hell you say, right?
That's not what it is at all. What's up, socials? Happy Sexy Wednesday.
That's how she does it. That's exactly. That's so good.
You totally cut me off. It was a good one.
Sorry,
It was a
I'm
good
so
one.
sorry. That is exactly how you
I'm
do
gonna
it.
redo it just to spite you. What's up, socials? Happy Sexy Wednesday. I am in Cleveland, Ohio right now, unconferencing, as I told you about yesterday, at the Content Marketing World. You're actually going. This is my good friend Chris Ducka. It's actually Ducker, but I like to say how
you do.
say
You Ducka.
Chris Ducka. I got that from
Ducka.
Michael O'Neill.
He's the only one that does it. He actually sent me
He does?
he sent me a screencast video once on this little thing he was teaching me how to do, and he actually starts off the video with Chris Ducka.
I know.
I thought he was drunk.
But do you know what he says to me now?
What?
He says Schmittauer.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, it's like it's very, very German, but like it almost is like offensive German. Like,
Ducka actually originates from Germany.
Really?
Believe it or not, which is strange, yeah, because I'm English, and we had that whole English-German thing going on in the 40s, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I brought Chris on today because I told you guys recently about Tropical Think Tank 2015, and I thought this was going to be a very appropriate Sexy Wednesday episode because that's definitely the sexiest event that I've been invited to. If you actually go to the tropicalthinktank.com, that's what it is, right? .com website, it's like the sexiest video of a conference you've ever seen, because it's not really a conference, and we can get into that. But I'm so excited that you asked me to speak. And
of course.
I just cannot wait to put my little butt on a plane and go to the Philippines for one, and then all the epicosity that is going to happen when we get there.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
So it's actually only 50 people who are allowed to come.
Correct.
Total. So that's not a typical conference that we would talk about here. Why is it only 50 people? Can you explain why it was important for you to do an event that's so intimate?
Because of that exact reason right there. I mean, because I've been going to conferences for well over a decade in business and everything, and it just seems that the bigger the conference gets, the less you actually really learn, and the less you actually get out of it. When you go to these big 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people conferences, yes, you get to do a little networking, get to see friends and all the rest of it. But I'm talking about because you invest money to go to a conference. There's a plane ride, there's the ticket to the conference, there's a hotel, there's food, there's extra travel, there's all that stuff. Transfers.
Not to mention if you meet people and they're like, "Hey, we're going to go to a show, or we're going to do a nice dinner this night." It's like you have to plan
a nice
to
dinner.
spring.
Yes.
Seriously.
And they are usually
it's
involved with
if you are talking to somebody that's got it going on, they might want to go out to a nice dinner. It's you have to be prepared for that
you
budget.
invest all that money, but you very rarely get, I believe, from an attendee myself, I feel like a lot of the time I rarely get really truly my money's worth, because there's a lot of money involved. So with Tropical Think Tank, we knew from day one, when we started thinking about doing this event, we knew from day one that we wanted to make it super, super exclusive, super intimate, and ultimately life-changing. And when we did it this year, that was the one term that everybody said that was a life-changing, business-changing, mindset change. It was all about changing. It was all about taking action. And that's actually, that is the number one preface of the entire thing. Don't come to Tropical Think Tank to just hang out on the beach and talk about business. That's not what it's about at all. Yes, you hang out on the beach. Yes, you talk about business. Yes, you drink mojitos.
Yes.
See how it's getting louder? You see how we're going up a notch each time?
I'm so excited.
Right. And we do all those things, but if you don't take action, then you just wasted a week of your life and a load of money.
Right. Well, and what's really funny is if you go to the website, and like I said, you have a couple of videos up, but the first one is really okay, this just looks like a week-long party. But I think what that actually indicates is how much the content must have resonated with everyone, because how much fun would you actually be having on this trip with, I mean, you are hanging out with the speakers. This isn't like speakers get up on stage and then they run off.
Absolutely.
Everyone is together for a week, vacation paradise and business intensive training.
Right. I mean, where else can you, learn all day?
Yeah.
Have a great dinner, have a few cocktails, go to sleep, wake up, swim in the ocean, hit the breakfast room, and sit right down next to guys like John Lee Dumas, Amy Porterfield, Pat Flynn. These are all the guys from this year.
Right.
Amy and Pat are not with us next year, but we've got this Amy.
New
coming.
Amy.
So the next Amy. I wonder who we'll have in 2016.
Not the Facebook Amy, the video Amy.
Yeah, the video Amy. So, I mean, and then you have breakfast. You sit down and have breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's the conference side of it each morning. Then in the afternoon, it's the mastermind side of it. And that's when the real magic happens there.
Yeah.
And we have panel discussions. We have, trips out to the ocean and sunset cruises and parties and plenty of downtime as well. Because I'm a big believer of working hard, playing hard. And, plenty of spare time every day to do your own thing if you want to go hire a jet ski and all that stuff as well. But, I mean, we're literally right on the ocean. It's a beautiful 5-star resort. And it's
you just got to get there, but when you buy the ticket, everything from day one to the last day is taken care
in terms of the ticket to the conference, once you arrive in the Philippines, you don't have to spend anything.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying more, but you're also, I mean, it's an experience in and of itself. But like you said, it's just so intimate. You can't say, I'm going to go to Tropical Think Tank and treat it like any other event. Because you can easily go to, and I'm not knocking Content Marketing World, you can go to events like this and sit there and take notes and get a lot out of it and then go home and you're done. But because you have all of this instruction in the morning and then the mastermind, which we actually just did here yesterday, you are having people tell you directly about your situation and say like, this is why you need to apply this. If you actually leave and not implement what you learn, I mean, it's not just a waste of money. You truly weren't cut out for it.
Right. And we had attendees from this year who have since meeting for the first time ever at Tropical Think Tank 2014 have now started businesses together.
Oh, wow.
We even had one of our speakers, Gideon Shelwick, who's another
Love Gideon. We love Gideon
guy,
in the video world.
Rock and roll, yeah. So we had Gideon Shelwick present this year, who actually ended up doing a joint venture with one of our attendees.
That's crazy.
So it's not just about I'm the speaker and you're the attendee.
No.
Everyone's on the same level. We all have a great time. We all get to know each other, and amazing things have come out of it. Like, how many conferences can you go to? And this is the reason why I decided to do it again. I didn't know I was going to do it again.
Because I was going to say, this is so hard on you to run an event, especially after your first year when you learn how many things can really go wrong.
God. I mean, there was so. Have you ever? It's like, I use the analogy of a duck floating along the top of a lake. Like, above the water, the duck's like this, and everything looks all graceful, and he's like quack quack and all that stuff, and everything's looking great. But underneath, the legs are going like crazy. That was what running an event was like. Like, it was insane. But where else can you have an event where you've got someone up on stage showing you how to build out Facebook adverts, and they're actually saying to you when they're on stage, what are you waiting for?
Right.
Get on the Facebook and do it now. Follow along with me.
And the structure of the event actually, and it probably will be very similar next year, just in different like pockets, but here's how you do it. And then the next day people had done it, and it was like, here's how you tweak it. Like, it's not just here's your homework assignment, good luck to you.
That's the great thing about it. It doesn't really matter where you are in your business growth, right? You can have a side hustle that you want to turn into a full-time thing and quit your job and do your own thing.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
This would be such a kick in the ass for that.
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right up the arse, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And then, if you've been going maybe for a year or so, maybe you've plateaued a little bit and you want a little bit more of an energy boost, and you want to sort of, sometimes just being around like-minded people and not trying to run and grow your business on your own is all you need to take it to the next level, right? And then we've even had people there last year that, quite frankly, are millionaires, and they're looking for new ideas or new concepts or new JVs or some kind of boost. A lot of people that make a lot of money get very bored with their business. I've seen that over and over and over again. So they do these things where they inject themselves into situations where honestly they learn stuff they don't know anything about, and they get all energized again. So it doesn't matter where you are in your business. It honestly doesn't matter where you are in your business. You can come to Tropical Think Tank and have a great time and pick up a load. You really can.
Okay, that's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always, and I'm sure so does Chris. We will both be at Tropical Think Tank. You have no choice. I definitely
yeah,
have
I
no
live
choice.
there.
I know, I know. But we want you guys to come. So if that thing that he just described is you should be thinking seriously about this event. It's all the way in the Philippines, but why not go to a life-changing place in the world if it's life-changing for you, because it is for me, to have this life-changing chain of events and training happen for you. So if you're serious about your business, then you better come with me, because it's going to be so much fun. Tweet with me at Schmittastic and at Savvy Sexy Social, and you are Chris Ducker, at Chris Ducker on Twitter. That's all for today, and I will see you tomorrow for Social Thursday.
She's awesome, isn't she? Isn't she good? Yeah.